and grateful day. Hope you all had a kickoff start to the week with a lot of momentum, a little bit of exercise, a little bit of stepping out into the uncomfort zone. Yes, I love it. So today's topic is going to be a good one. This is coming from one of my favorite books ever. I actually just put it up on my story yesterday when I was living out of my car. I gave a little excerpt. I was trying to think about who has mastered the mind more than a monk. And that was one of the first books I ever came across that really changed the game for me. Cedric, it's great to see you, brother. What's going on, dreamers? It was called The Monk That Sold His Ferrari. And it was that book, realistically, that kickstarted my personal development journey. So if anybody on here, if you want to go ahead and get the free copy, a free version, shoot me a DM and I will go ahead and get you a free copy as an early Christmas gift. So this is literally a piece exactly from that book. And he talks about the extraordinary garden. So today you're going to learn about the garden, how it is that we can take care of it, and how this is the most important garden to go ahead and protect. So make sure you guys share this out. This is going to be a good one and maybe a lesson that you haven't even seen before. So I got you. Yeah, definitely go ahead and check that video. It's a good one. So I love it. What's everybody grateful for today? Grateful to be alive. So grateful for God, for the abundance, for each and every one of you to be able to run together. I always tell you guys, I learned a long time ago. You can go fast by yourself, but we go far with a family. So teamwork makes the dream work, and we are coming into what I believe is one of the best and biggest years yet. So hope y'all are ready. Get your seatbelt on and get strapped in because it's going to be one to remember. So let's dive in. The extraordinary garden. I know you all have been thinking about what garden are we talking about? Are we talking about my backyard? Are we talking about my grandparents' house? You see, the extraordinary garden is right here. It's the mind. It's literally this 6 inches between our ears. So here's what I want to give you guys for today, okay? Here's the excerpt from the book. He says, when you think about the garden of your mind, there's 2 types of pieces. When you picture this, do you picture a whole bunch of weeds? Do you picture clutter? Do you picture a big mess? Do you picture not even being able to step through your mind? Or do you see it as organized? Do you see it as blossoming flowers of ideas, visions, goals? Just visualize that for a second. And what do you think is happening in your mind recently? Does it feel cluttered? Does it feel anxious? You see, I'm telling you, with this visual, this is going to give you guys a lot for today. Watch this, okay? This is what he talks about inside of the extraordinary garden. He says, when you're inspired by some great purpose or some extraordinary project, all of your thoughts begin to break their bonds. He says, your mind transcends limitations. Your conscience expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new world that you've been waiting to go ahead and live in. Dormant forces, faculties, and talents become alive, and you start to discover yourself to be greater than you have seen before. Have you guys ever noticed this in any part of your life where maybe you felt a little bit stagnant, you felt dormant, and there was something that inspired you? Maybe you saw something online. Maybe you saw an ad. Maybe you saw a video about somebody that's really fit. Okay, I'll use fitness for a perfect example. Even for me, I was homeless out of my car. I was going through heck and back, and I wasn't taking care of my body. And I literally saw this video on Instagram of this guy that was my age, and he was absolutely shredded. And I remember asking myself, I was like, we're the same age. He's an athlete just like me, but here I am wasting my potential, and here he is maximizing it. So literally seeing that one video kickstarted me to start getting back into the gym, start actually eating better, and I actually entered into a physique competition, and I won it when I was in college. So what is a scenario that you guys can think about that you got inspired, you stayed consistent, you took massive action, and you went out and you created a win for yourself. You created a result. We've all been there. Every single one of us have wins in our life. Think about when that happened to you so you can really understand this is not theory, what I'm teaching you right here. This is as real as it gets. This is what the 1%ers truly understand. This is why they're always surrounded by people that inspire them, those that get them to stretch, and those that get them to think much bigger, much sooner. And this is exactly what is going to be happening January 1st to the 3rd at the Breakthrough event in Myrtle Beach. If you've been looking to stretch, drop a 5 down below. If you've been looking to go ahead and reach your potential, to go ahead and maximize what you believe has been inside all along. Let me get my 5s in there because I feel the exact same way. That's why we're going. You know, events is almost like It's like the fuel. Can you imagine driving across the country from Florida? Cedric, if I wanted to come to you right now, from Florida all the way to Vegas across the country, do you think I would need to hit the gas station a couple times to go ahead and fuel up so I can be able to get there? Absolutely, right? But here's the difference, okay? When it comes to the industry of the one that we're in, when it comes to growth, when it comes to maximizing our potential, events and getting around like-minded people is the gas to our vehicle. This is how we're going to be able to get long-term. You see, if we're doing everything by ourselves, we're just reading books and we're listening to audios and we have no mentors. You know what my mentor used to always call that? He called it the DIY method, the do-it-yourself method. And he always used to say, you know what that success rate is? I said, no, what is it? He said, it's a 95% fail rate. So he said, if you wonder why you feel stuck, ask yourself, have you been doing the DIY method? And for me, I was doing that for a long time and I felt like I had so many freaking weeds and clutter in my mind until I started getting around a better circle of influence, better associations, those that had goals, those that had visions, those that were getting up early every day. And my mind and my garden started to go ahead and develop seeds of flowers, seeds of abundance, seeds of gratitude, seeds of daily habitual habits that were going to allow me to get 1% better every day. So this is just a question to think about for today is, what does our garden look like? Do we constantly have family and friends throwing fire in our garden, burning our flowers, burning our leaves? Or do we have people around us that are actually nurturing these seeds, that are giving them sunlight, that are taking care of them, that are guiding them to create something extraordinarily beautiful? So I knew this would hit for today, just as something to think about. Do we have weeds or do we have flowers? Who do we need to add to our garden? And who do we need to go ahead and cut off, right? Decide. If you look at the word decide, it means to cut off. So making a decision is going to take cutting some things out of our life that could be eating at our plants, eating at our flowers. So that is my thought, my topic for the Tuesday. Let's go out and make it happen. If nobody told you yet today, fam, I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. And I'm so excited for what is here and, more importantly, on the way. Absolutely. Pick one or the other. You already know. So remember, fam, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's go.